Hello. Hello, good morning. How are you today? My name is Praise for Wowe. This is me live from Praise for Wowe International Studios, Lagos, Nigeria. I'm super excited to be coming your way again today. How are you doing? And happy new month to you. Okay, it's the month of September 2020, and I'm super excited that we are here again. My first word of advice to you today is don't join the frenzy of Ember Month, especially if you're in Nigeria. You need to keep your eyes on the goal. Don't think that the year is over. Keep your eyes on the goal. Whatever you set as a goal for this year, you're going to recover it. You're going to make it. You're going to exceed your imagination. You only need to believe. So on that note, I welcome you to today's session of PFthinks, episode 133. I am super fired up to deliver what I have to share today. How are you doing and how is everything with you? Today, I want to talk on power distribution. We're winding down on the series on releasing your personal power. And I have realized that it's not enough to have power. What you, however, need to cultivate is the ability to distribute your power. Imagine if you have electricity and is on a grid and you cannot distribute it to various homes, you would realize that it will be concentrated electricity. It will endanger human lives. What it means is it can totally mess up people. If you don't learn how to distribute and share it to all the people that need it, now, you need to understand that it's the same way when it comes to your personal power. That when you do not understand the power you carry and you do not know how to distribute it, then it's going to be concentrated within you and it will weary you. The labor of the foolish wearies him because he does not know how to get his labor into this. He does not know how to get his way into the city. That if you have power within you, potential unused, you may become frustrated. Floyd Mayweather Jr. made a statement. He said, everyone is blessed with a certain talent. You have to know what your talent is. You have to maximize it and push it to the limit. Everybody is blessed with a certain talent. You have to know what a talent is and you have to maximize it and push it to the limit. That was Floyd Mayweather Jr. And that is a guy who should know because he's been world heavyweight boxing champion. I mean, not heavyweight. He's been, I think, welterweight or lightweight champion forever. He's been dubbed as the best pound-to-pound boxer in the history of boxing. Now, what do you need to know about your power distribution? One, the lowest level of power is talent, while the highest level of power is omnipresence and usability by all. I'll take that again. The lowest level of power is talent. So don't get excited at the sight of your talent. You can be embarrassingly talented and be eternally useless. Right. That the lowest level of power is talent, while the highest level of power is omnipresence or usability by all. That you have something in you that can go around the globe. You know, when we talk about omnipresence, people think that only God is omnipresent. But I tell people that some products are already omnipresent in the sense that you can see them everywhere. They are usable, visible across the globe. Wherever you are, you can have access to the internet. That's omnipresence, right? Once everything is installed. Coca-Cola is omnipresent. Google is omnipresent. Facebook is omnipresent. Microsoft is omnipresent. So, you need to understand that your power or your talent can become omnipresent, which means it's usable by all. God told Abraham, through you all the families of the earth will be blessed. Every of God's product is omnipresent and present everywhere. The same way you need to understand that you were made in God's image and you were made in his likeness. And whatsoever comes out of you cannot serve a sex, it must serve the entire globe. So, the highest level of the expression of your power is when it can be distributed across board and it can go all around the world. And you can do that. I want you to hit your chest and say to yourself, I have what the entire world needs. Fantastic. Number two, too many of us are caught in the excitement of talent and the development of talent that we forget about the distribution of talent. As a matter of fact, many of us are selfish, that we want to accumulate wealth for ourselves, and that is what stops us from distributing our talent across the globe. That even when marketing companies or distribution channels come towards you to say, let us distribute your power, you are unwilling to share. So you hold it to yourself and you remain small. My mantra in life has always been, I would rather own 1% in what goes global than 100% in what dies local, right? I would rather own 1% in what goes global, or instead of 100% on what dies local. The problem we have is we have been taught that you should accumulate, hold on to it to yourself. And that's why many of us cannot distribute our power, because we do not see the need to upscale, upgrade that power into what people use. Many of us are religious minded in a way that we separate our power, divide it into secular and spiritual. So with that, if you have a song, for example, all you want to do is sing religious song. You don't want to sing love song that can bypass conscious resistance and go all over the world. So many of us are caught in the excitement of talent and the development of talent that we forget about the distribution of power. Now, in Nigeria, there was a time that the power holding company was everything and everything. But after a while, they decided to engage distribution companies to help them distribute power. And that's why power has been relatively stable. Man become too comfortable with a measure of success that they forget that there are new seeds trapped in their fruit. The problem of many of us is that when we have a measure of success, especially when your success is significant and it's become the best in your locale, you settle too early and you do not know that good is the enemy of best. You do not know that you have all it takes to move beyond where you are and for the totality of you to find expression across the globe. So you become too comfortable with the fact that you are the best in Nigeria, or you are the best, in Cameroon, or you are the best in South Africa, that you forget that there are other continents to cover and that you can actually conquer the world. You forget that trapped in your fruit are seed, that everything you're producing right now has got a capacity of another seed to produce something else. If all you did with the seed of orange is to plant it and you harvest orange and all you do is to eat your orange, you will totally forget that trapped in the seed and that orange is orange juice, right? The orange juice that can be distributed across the globe, like you have 5 Alive and the rest of them right now. That your talent is not, your power is not in its final state. There is a lot more that is in you. Your product is not just enough. There is training in you. There is coaching in you. There's a capability in you to produce other winning talent. There is a power in us that can serve our world, but is often limited by what we have chosen to embrace. That many of us have chosen to embrace people, ideology, systems, religious beliefs. You have chosen to embrace cultural beliefs that you limit yourself. That's why if you missed yesterday's session, you need to go back there and take that session where I talked about cast out your demons. A demon is a person, an ideology, a movement, a system, a belief that suppresses your originality, that strikes fear into you, making you say yes when you meant to say no. There is power in you that can serve your world, but it's often limited by what you have chosen to embrace. Question is, what have you chosen to embrace that is limiting the power in you to find expression across the globe? Have you excluded some people because of their cultural belief or because of your religious bias? Many people who are not able to scale what they have been consistently proven to be afraid of success. As a matter of fact, when I work with clients who don't make money, I realize that there's a mental block in them that will not make them scale. They are afraid of success. Many people are afraid of becoming so rich because there is a software in their brain that says to them, if you become very rich, the whole world will see you and you will fall. And when you fall, your fall will be massive. Why are you thinking of a fall? What if you rise when you fall? And there are some of the people think when you become very rich, you will lose your soul. People will invite you into a cult. They will invite you to join all kinds of things that we have not seen before, but we believe. They will say, oh, it's Illuminati. Question, where is the headquarters of Illuminati? Where do they meet? Have you met someone who belongs there? Everybody's just peddling rumor up and down. And you know, Africa is the center of rumor, where we believe what we don't see, we believe in what we don't understand. You will hear that a human being turned to goat, even though nobody has seen anybody, but they know someone who knows someone who said to someone, but even though they have not seen it themselves, but they peddle that story. So we are not able to scale because you are afraid of success. Question this morning is, are you afraid of success? I want you to beat your chest and say, I deserve to succeed. I want you to hit your chest again and say, I deserve to succeed on a large scale. Say to yourself, I deserve to succeed at a global level. Right. Now, the true success is the ultimate delivery of the power you contain to the generation you were sent to, thereby assisting them find their light in your light. True success is the ultimate delivery of your power, of the power you contain to the generation you were sent to, thereby assisting them find their light in your light. That until people begin to find their light in your light, you are not really shining. Let your light so shine before men, which means let your solution, let your product and service so become visible before men, that they may see your good delivery and your good competence, and by seeing what you can do, they praise your Father in heaven. Every time we say, wow, thank God for Google, we praise their Father in heaven. Every time we say, thank God for Microsoft, we are praising God in heaven for Microsoft. Every time we say, thank God for the internet, we are praising God. Why? Because their light is shining, their light is visible to all men, and we are thanking God on their behalf. So, you are not really successful until you deliver the power you contain to the generation you were sent to, thereby assisting them find their life. So, I have defined power distribution in the context of releasing your personal power to mean the ability to place your process talent on a system that governs its maximum distribution to the desired audience while illuminating others to find their light. I'll take that again. Power distribution is the ability to place your process talent on a system that governs its maximum distribution to the desired audience while illuminating others to find their light. So what you have right now is power generation. Power generation is when you have spotted your talent, you have made it into skills, and people are paying you something for it. But that is very low. There's a higher level that you need to scale into. I'm just excited so much within my spirit because I believe between the month of September to December, you are going to scale way, way, way more beyond your wildest imagination if you follow everything I've taught in this series. When you leverage your belief with your imagination to create, and you develop yourself and you collaborate, you manage people well, and you cast out your demons, the next thing is power distribution. Power distribution is the ability to place your process talent, which means your skill, on a system that governs its maximum distribution. There is a system that can distribute what you carry, right? For those who sing, there is Spotify, there are all kinds of online platforms that can stream whatever they're doing to the rest of the world. Now, power distribution is the ability to place your process talent on a system that governs its maximum distribution to the desired audience while illuminating others to find their light. That if you rise and shine, many people will also rise and shine because they would say, if praise can do it, I can also do it. I mean, I have a group of mentees, all over Nigeria and Africa who I mentor in the family life space. The moment I told them, you can earn in dollars, you can earn in dollars, don't limit yourself. The moment I said that and I began to push them, Guess what? Yesterday we were talking, and quite a number of them have started earning in dollars from their expertise as family life practitioner. Mind you, if you want to become one, you can go to school.iampraiseforward.com, invest in taking the certification program called Family Systems Engineering Certification Program, and I can unhold you and show you how it is done. It's a course that makes you relevant across every culture. You can function in any nation if you know what you're doing. I sit in Nigeria sometimes, or I sit in Canada, and I work across different culture with clients I never know because people recommended me. It's about effectiveness, and I'm excited that I have been able to package my light in a way that other people are finding their light within my light, and they are earning an honest income within my light. Now, the question this morning is, how far do you really want to go? How far do you really want to go? Are you sure you want what you say you want? Or you are just doing mouth exercise? Like a young man who said to me he wants to be a billionaire. And I asked him, can you tell me how many zeros make a billion? He didn't know. He was just doing mouth exercise. Do you really want to go global? Do you really want to scale across the globe? Do you want to do business in China, Japan, all over the world, that your intellectual property find expression in every nation? How far do you really want to go? I have consistently said it on this platform. You have one life to live. Give it your best shot. Power distribution is not natural. It's like water to irrigation. It shall be like a tree planted by irrigation channels that bring forth its fruit in a season. It's not natural. Irrigation means you need to create an artificial system that supplies water, come rain, come shine. And that's the only way you can stay and bring forth your season, your fruit in the season, round the season, because you have built a system. So for example, in your finances, if you have built a money-making system, what will happen is, even if the whole world collapses, you are thriving. Why? Because you have built a system that can bring in money, come rain, come shine. I once interviewed a man who would pass as an illiterate, and the man said to me that he earns 800,000 every month. This was a man that never went to school. So I went to interview him, and I realized what he did. He built 12 blocks of flats, and he told his agent, name each flat January to December, and don't bring the same tenant in twice. So what did this man do? He ensured that there's a tenant in each of his 12 flats, and each of those flats was 800,000. So every month, 800,000 comes to him, January to December. That is building a system that guarantees what you earn every month. That's a typical system. So power distribution is not natural. It's like irrigation. You need to understand that. So it's not something that is natural with you. It's something that you have to acquire. Number two, power distribution requires an effective system with a reputation for effective distribution. You're going to waste a lot of time and a lot of money experimenting with your life when there are people you can align with who have a reputation for delivering at the global level. Number three, power distribution demands you to understand how to protect your power using intellectual property tools. So for example, for every of your idea that you want to scale, you must learn to trademark them, create patents for them, ensure that the law protects you. Because we have a lot of, some years back, I used to do a daily devotional, and I would send it across to people to inspire them, and some people will edit my name out of it and put their own name and redistribute it and even send it to me. That's plagiarism, but that's the world we live in. So you've got to protect your idea, trademark it. If it's a patent, create a patent, for it, and ensure you have the certificate so that when people steal your idea, you can actually sue and make more money. So demand, your power distribution demand, you understand how to protect your power. A lot of people have lost amazing opportunities simply because they did not protect it. They just assume, oh, he's my friend. And before you know it, the guy has released the song has been a hit album, but there is no document to show that you actually wrote the song. So trademark your idea if you want it to go global, right? Make sure it's your intellectual property and is protected. Number 4, your power distribution needs a team that understand what it takes and are willing to manage the full expression of your talent while releasing their own talent. Your power distribution needs a team that understand what it takes. Not every team understand what it takes. There is no point wanting to go global, surrounding yourself with people who are battling with local ideology. It doesn't make sense at all. Many of you want to go global, but you have surrounded yourself with local people. They are going to drain your energy, because life is about energy and vibration. If you are vibrating at this level and you are surrounded by people vibrating at this level, they are going to drain you, that you will come back to this level. That's how it works. So sometimes adjusting the people around you is actually the key to scaling what you have across the globe. So your power needs a team that understand what it takes and are willing to manage the full expression of your talent while releasing their own talent, because your talent must help others find their own light. So their talent is distribution. Your own is talent generation. So when distribution meets generation, a product is able to scale global. You earn, they earn. Sometimes they may even earn more than you. But you see, not to worry. It's win-win. Life is about everyone winning. If they are bringing the distribution channel to your raw material, you should be grateful. Not to start thinking, how can they be making so much of me? Hey, those who have crude are less than those who have refinery to refine the crude, because your crude is useless without the refinery. That's why nations with systems will rule over nations with talent. Barcelona is a system. Lionel Messi is a talent. Lionel Messi is standing on the platform of Barcelona. If Lionel Messi leaves today, they will find another Lionel Messi, right? Because no player can last forever. Now, I love what Brian Harlington, the CEO and co-founder of HubSpot, said. He said, what separates good content from great content is the willingness to take risks and push the envelope. I want you to hit the button and say to yourself this morning, I will push the envelope. I will push the envelope. Many of you, envelope is resting on the same plane for the rest of your life. This is a new month. You got to push the envelope. Do what you have never done before to get what you have never gotten. What separates good content from great content is willingness to take risk and push the envelope. Except a grain of wheat dies and falls down and die, it does not abide. That the way to life is the way to death. If you are not willing to be dead to your ideology that has held you bound, be dead to dead people that are mentoring and leading you, who have not produced results, but you think they're producing results. If you are not willing to be dead to them and embrace what works, you will realize that you will be on the same spot. So, as you start a new month, and as we wind down on releasing your personal power, what are the things you need to do? Number 1, understand the entire value chain of your power. Your power has many value chains. So your power can have a talent, can have, a book. Your power can have coaching in there. Your power can have a song in there. Your power can have all kinds of expression. Your power can have affiliate marketing. It can have network marketing. It can have all sorts. You need to understand the entire value chain of what you carry, because it is not what you have that limits you. It is what you have and you don't know how to use, according to Fela Drotoe. Number 2, create and place your power on a system that can govern its distribution and make it replicable. Leverage in IT and leverage artificial intelligence. Collaborate with people who understand AI and who can speed up, what you have, who can help you design a system that is automated, that requires no or minimal human interaction, and you can take it across the globe. Have you not noticed that during COVID, the people who have become billionaires are IT guys and AI guys who have created systems that does not necessarily need a lot of human interaction? Amazon is just becoming richer and richer every day. The shares of, yesterday I was reading that the shares of Zoom are skyrocketed so well during COVID. Why? Because that guy became a billionaire during COVID. Simply because he built a system that the entire world needs. Those that own system will rule over those who own talent. That's why we pay these guys every week. or every month sometimes. So create and place it on the system. Gather your IT guys and tell them to advise you and give them a stake, if possible, in what you're doing if you can't pay them. Number 3, leverage distribution channels that can make others wealthy using your ideas. Leverage distribution channels that can make others wealthy using your idea. That is where franchising comes in. That's where affiliate marketing comes in. But please, ensure that your lawyer has a solid agreement in place so that you don't just release your intellectual property and people will just take it for granted and mess you up at the end of the day. Leverage distribution channels that can make others wealthy using your idea. Won't you be excited if 1 million people across the globe are praising God for you because your solution is making them very wealthy? I mean, I think that's the way to live life. Imagine if you have rep in 196 nations across the globe who are making money and becoming billionaires simply by representing your idea. That's why we have country reps across the globe for various conglomerates. That's why they have presence in your country even though they may not have physical offices. Number 4, enlist the services of professionals who can interpret your dream and make it go viral. Create a win-win for them. Ask yourself, based on the resource or the power I have, who do I need? Don't be afraid. Reach out to them. You need a marketing consultant, a media outfit. Reach out to them. Call all of them into a room. IT expert. Tell them your dream. Tell them where you want to go. Tell them what you have to offer. You don't always have to offer money. You can offer a stake and say, let's do this together. Bring your power. Bring my power. Let us come into the same room. You distribute it and let us make it win-win. You can always do that. And number 5, institute a training system that can help others lighten their own candles through your own candle. A candle loses nothing by lighting other candles. One of the things I have found in life is that one of the best places to be is to become the trainer of the trainers, right? That when you become the person who helps everyone find their light, there is no way you are going to be poorer. They are going to be rich, you're going to be rich. It's win-win. So institute a training program. If all you know is all you know, and you are the only one that knows all you know, you are very small. But if there are many people who know all you know, and they are taking your knowledge across the globe, you are truly successful. It means you are large. After all, we use God, we don't quote him, and it's not upset. Right. Number 6, find the narrow path that leads to your life and stick to it against all odds. As you grow, you will need to know what to prioritize. There's a method to every greatness, and there's a method to every madness. You need to dream new dreams because you will consistently need to innovate and reinvent. That happened to Steve Jobs. You will consistently need to innovate or reinvent yourself. Now, system is so powerful that even when you are dead, your system can keep making money. Thomas Edison is still making money. Over 300 years of his death, is still making money. Jesus Christ has been gone for 3,000 years, but is still making money. What he left behind is making money, right? Aristotle, Pluto, Socrates, their thoughts are still making money. There are people who are dead, but they are never dead. Gani Fahimi in Nigeria is dead. The law report is not dead. His company is still making money. So you need to find the narrow path that leads to your light and life and stick to it against all odds, right? And create a method that works for you so that you don't lose your soul or you don't lose your mind focusing on what you are not competent at. I know my forte. I often love to stay there so that others can find their own expression in their own forte. Now, so your job will be to dream new dreams, and that takes me number 7. Focus on studying models and systems that has gone global and replicate it. Why did Amazon go global? What did they do right? What systems did they build? If you look for people who can build systems, maybe the Indians, and collaborate with them, you can do a whole lot more together, right? So focus on studying models. Why did Elon Musk scale, right? How did Tesla do it? How did Bill Gates do it with Microsoft? And now Melinda and Bill Gates Foundation. How did Steve Jobs do it? How did Apple do it to have become one of the richest company in the world's history? The first $1 trillion company. How did they do it? You need to study models, which is why open your eyes, open your heart, open the eyes of your heart and see things, because a lot of us cannot see. Even if things are in front of us, we cannot see. That's why somebody says, poor is passing over opportunities repeatedly. There are models that has been made, that are scaled across the globe. You don't need to replicate it. Now, McDonald's is one. They master their recipe and they began to franchise out. The same way, master your recipe, build it into a structure, then you can franchise it out, or people can use it and market it and make sure that it's able to deliver what it can deliver. I will end today with a quote from Benjamin Franklin. It says, either write something worth reading or do something worth writing about. He said your life must be to either write something worth reading or to do something worth writing about. The choice is yours. You have a blank check, it's a new month. Write what is worth reading or do something that is worthy of being written about. You can, you must, you will. The power is in you, guys. Rise from mediocrity. If there are places, situations, people that do not bring out the best in you, energize your power, pump your adrenaline to think about going global, scaling global, dump them this month, right? Take them out to your outer court. Bring the right people into your holies of holies and to your inner court, and you will see how well you can fly. Last month, I started with one of my friends, and we were challenging ourselves about how much we generate from our intellectual property. By having that meeting with him, it totally changed my life. Then I realized that my dream is actually small. Let me tell you, they contended with Joseph in the Bible, but the Bible says he dreamt another dream. It's time to dream again. It's time to go out with your power and release your power. Either write something worth reading or do something worth writing about. Thank you so much for joining me. I wish you all the best. Write the figures you want for this month. Write what you're going to be doing. Dream it. Make it work for you. And let your life be totally transformed. I celebrate and I honor you. Thank you so much for joining me today. I honor you. Have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.